I know this. I've seen it firsthand so many times in my career. Sport has the power to ignite the dreams of young children and propel them towards greatness. How many times have we seen South African children achieve that greatness as professionals later on? That's why MILO has partnered with some of the biggest sporting superstars and some of our favorites this year, from Siphiwe Tshabalala to Morné Steyn to Tendai Beast and Twararira. I mean, they have a very special place in our hearts, but also the country's ethos. And they are celebrating the sporting achievements of South Africa's children by launching the hashtag Must Be a MILO Morning campaign. I'm here to chat a little bit more about what can only be described as a movement and why it's more than just a hashtag. As senior brand manager and very proud guy, Tumelo Ndlovu, why are you guys so excited? What's different this time, man?
Yeah, so basically with this Must Be a MILO campaign, if I put it quite simply, the campaign is about celebrating the successes and achievements of kids in sports. And when we talk about successes and achievements, we're speaking about, obviously, there's the kids that smash records, there's the kids that score goals, there's the kids that get wickets, but we're also speaking about the kids that aren't the best at their sports, but they show up every day. Yeah. They show things like grit, they show tenacity, they show that never give up spirit, and that's the kind of admirable things that we need to celebrate as a country as well. So with the campaign, we're also speaking about the importance of a balanced breakfast for kids, and MILO with breakfast, so you can give them the right start to the day so they can be successful in the classroom as well as on the sports field.
What I love the most about this, you're not just encouraging the kids, you're encouraging parents, kids, families to get out there and make this their common thread. Why is it so important, do you think, to have this stance?
I've played for D teams, first teams and second teams, and I've had the same experience. Number one, I've had the same amount of fun playing in any of the teams, but I've also learned the same amount from each of those different teams in sports. So it doesn't matter if you're in the first team or the second team, you can still learn the same things. We're really encouraging parents to get their kids into sports because they can learn things that you can't learn in a textbook. Things like leadership, things like teamwork, things like tenacity and grit, and ultimately, those are the things that can set kids up to be successful in life. It can mean the difference between being good at something or being great at it, so that's really...
And also being able to pick yourself back up, man.
Exactly.
And I think the whole world has had to pick ourselves up off the canvas after the last few years. So often we see this wonderful whitewash of a hashtag just to kind of reverse engineer some social media algorithm. Great. This is an emotion. This taps into something far deeper. It resonates with me because this is my emotion. How have you been able to wrap your head around this, that we have taken this far beyond just a marketing campaign? This does speak to an emotion.
So it's exactly like, you see how you are feeling right now, exactly the emotion that you're getting is what we're trying to amplify with this campaign. It's more than just the hashtag, as you're saying. It's that feeling of awe, and that when you see kids achieving spectacular things, when you see kids displaying those spectacular personality traits, then you should just know that's a MILO morning.
Yeah, I love that, man. I might be a MILO morning every day. I think that's my vibe, because it is, and I am feeling it. And you've clearly hit the mark with this. If I can get it this quickly and understand it. That being said, how are we going to fuel these young kids, these young minds, these young bodies? Where does the heart of this campaign lie?
Yeah, so very dear to our hearts is our Future Champs program. We kicked it off last year. So currently we're in full swing now. We're planning to reach 1 million kids this year. So quite a big target for us, but we're really focusing on going into schools and sports clubs and other events. We're bringing the hype, we're bringing the fun back into sports. We're trying to get kids excited about being back into sports. Once we go into schools, we also, when we leave there, we want to leave the teachers and the coaches with some know-how on how they can also continue with even something as basic as aerobics to keep the kids active in there. And, you know, instead of substituting a PE lesson for a maths lesson, I mean, you can still have the maths lesson, but let's also bring the PE back. It's gotten even worse after the COVID-19 pandemic with school sports and just sports in general being deprioritized. So, like you said, there's no time like now. It's quite a big passion point for us.
I know a lot of teachers are going to hate me for saying this right now, and I'm pleased, take it from where it's coming. But you might use maths occasionally if you head that direction in your career. You're going to use your body every single day for the rest of your life. It's the foundation, mind, physical, emotional, it all stems from there. Oh man, I'm so glad we've got you guys in this position, that the timing has arrived for your amazing team. I often go on and on about being purpose-driven. The fact that you guys have always been purpose-driven is why you're at the front of the queue right now. So thank you so much for doing this, man.
Thanks.
Woo,
Thanks
so many ideas, so many ways that we can ignite this emotion, because that's what it is. So parents, please, most importantly, I'm speaking to you right now. MILO is encouraging us to share our videos, our photos featuring our uber talented children, whatever that talent looks like, whether it's core emotion, whether it's on the sporting field. We want ages 6 to 12 years old playing sport and displaying those critical values that come with it by using the hashtag #MustBeAMILO morning. Every day is going to be a Milo morning for me, I have a feeling. And then, of course, make sure that you do tag @MILO South Africa on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook so we can see what you're doing. South Africa's biggest sporting superstars are here to encourage us with some of their amazing content. Who knows? Your future champ could receive a personalized video message, a like, or even a comment, a connection from one of South Africa's biggest sporting personalities. So please encourage them as much as you can. Tumelo, absolutely love you, guy. I haven't had one sip because I've been so interested in what you're saying, buddy. So I'm going to raise a cup to you and say,
cheers.
to you and your team, cheers, my man.
Thanks, Graham.
Look, normally I'm cold, but I'll do hot today.
It's cold outside, so...